Hello, English learners. Welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're gonna dive into the world of gardening. But don't worry, we're not here to get our hands dirty. We're here to learn English in a fun way.
Yep. And we've got a little game for you all. Raizel's gonna fire rapid-fire questions at me based on this picture. I'll answer them quickly, and it's all about helping you learn English in the simplest way possible.
All right, let's kick things off with some vocabulary and description. Ricky, are you ready?
Oh, bring it on. Let's go.
Basic questions.
So, Ricky, what do you think about this garden setup? How would you describe it?
Well, it looks super cozy, doesn't it? A lovely green lawn, some flowers, and those little pots. They make it feel so warm and welcoming. I'd say it's a perfect little spot to relax or plant something new.
How would you describe the clothes they're wearing in this garden scene?
They're dressed casually. She's got a floral dress. He's in a simple shirt and jeans. It's like they're dressed just right for a chill day outside.
Ricky, what kind of mood does this garden give you?
It feels like super positive and peaceful. The sunlight, the green grass. It's kind of relaxing and makes me want to spend more time outside.
What do you think about their facial expressions?
They're both smiling big, right? It's like they're really enjoying this moment together. There's joy and maybe a bit of pride.
Last one. How would you describe the weather here, Ricky?
It looks like perfect gardening weather. Sunny but not too hot. Maybe a light breeze. Just right for spending a day outdoors.
Vocabulary builder.
Hey, Ricky, what does green thumb mean?
Oh, having a green thumb means you're good at growing plants. If someone's a good gardener, they've got a green thumb.
How about to plant a seed? What could that mean in everyday English?
It means to start something small that you hope will grow, like an idea or a project.
Ricky, what's to dig in mean? And how could it apply here?
To dig in means to start doing something enthusiastically, like we're doing with gardening or eating.
Can you explain sprouting in a way that's not just about plants?
Sure. Sprouting can mean something new, beginning or growing, like a new idea sprouting in your mind.
What does to nurture mean in gardening?
To nurture means taking care of plants, giving them love, water, and nutrients.
What's a shovel used for?
It's a tool to dig soil and make a hole for planting.
Grammar focus.
Ricky, can you give me a simple sentence using the past tense about gardening?
Sure. Yesterday, I planted some flowers in my backyard. Easy, right?
How would you turn that sentence into future tense?
Easy peasy. Tomorrow, I will plant some flowers in my backyard. Future tense is all about will.
How do you make a question in the present continuous, like about gardening?
Like this. Are you planting flowers today? Just start with are or is, and you're good to go.
What's a way to say something in the passive voice about gardening, Ricky?
Okay, here's one. The seeds were planted by us. Passive voice shifts the focus to the action instead of the person doing it.
Ricky, can you make a conditional sentence using if related to gardening?
Sure thing. If I water the plants every day, they will grow faster. Simple, but useful.
Other common questions.
Ricky, which do you think is easier, gardening or cooking?
I'd say gardening is easier. Less mess in the kitchen and more time outdoors.
What's the best season for gardening, in your opinion?
Oh, I think spring is the best season. Plants just grow faster and look prettier then.
How could gardening be educational?
Gardening teaches patience, responsibility, and even a bit of science. You learn about plants, soil, and how things grow.
What's one challenge people might face while gardening?
Keeping plants alive. It's all about finding the right balance. Too much water, they die. Too little, same story.
Why might some people find gardening frustrating?
Maybe they don't see quick results. Gardening's all about patience, and not everyone loves waiting.
How tall do you think this little tree will be in a few years?
Oh, probably as tall as the house. Trees grow pretty fast when they're happy.
Ricky, if you could plant anything here, what would it be?
Ooh, I'd plant an apple tree. Imagine fresh apples in the garden. How cool would that be?
Ricky, what's the most rewarding part of gardening for you?
I think it's seeing something you planted actually grow. It's like, wow, I made that happen.
Why do you think people enjoy gardening with friends or family?
It's like bonding time, right? You're working together, talking, and creating something beautiful.
Should we plant this tree in front of or behind the flowers?
Maybe behind. That way, it won't block the view of those lovely flowers.
If you could title this scene, what would you call it, Ricky?
I'd go with Planting Happiness because they look so happy planting together.
What life lesson do you see in this image, Ricky?
I'd say, great things start small. Just like this tiny tree, every big thing begins somewhere. Patience and care make things grow. It's true for plants and life, don't you think?
What's another motivational line we can share?
Enjoy the process, not just the outcome. That's what gardening teaches.
All right, Ricky, let's shake things up with a few devil's advocate questions.
Devil's advocate.
What if I say gardening is a waste of time? You put in so much effort, and it takes weeks or months to see any results. Isn't it better to spend time on things that give instant satisfaction?
I get that. It's true, gardening is slow, but that's also why it's so satisfying. When you see a plant grow, you feel like all the time was worth it. It teaches you patience, and that's a good skill to have in life.
Okay, but what about the mess? Gardening means getting dirty, dealing with bugs, and sometimes even getting hurt by thorns or tools. Wouldn't it be easier to buy plants or flowers instead?
That's a fair point. Gardening can get messy, and yes, there's dirt everywhere. But that's part of the fun. You feel connected to nature, and it's good exercise too. Plus, growing your own plants feels more rewarding than just buying them.
Here's another thought. Not everyone has a green thumb, and many people fail at gardening because plants are hard to keep alive. Why bother if there's a high chance that the plants might just die?
True, not all plants survive, especially at first. But that's how you learn. If one plant dies, you try again, and you get better each time. It's like learning English. Mistakes help you grow, and each small success feels amazing.
Well, English learners, we hope you've had as much fun with this gardening chat as we did. Remember, learning English, like gardening, is about patience, practice, and enjoying each little success along the way.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to get your hands a little dirty with English. Make mistakes, learn, and keep growing.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and comment. Keep nurturing those English skills, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye for now. Keep planting those seeds of knowledge.